A right-hander from Florida gets the ball as the starter here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1 from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Again, a 1-2. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ben Revere goes down for the first out of the game. Cameron Maybin comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now some very early action out in that bullpen as they've got a couple of guys already getting it cranked up. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 2-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses inside. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun giving chase. 1 out. Here's Justin Upton now.
Right fielder, Justin Upton.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Pujols is there to make the play, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire Upton.
Center fielder, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is you pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. McCutchen rounds third and is digging for the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had 2 outs, but the 3-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols saves an error and ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction. He's a big target. Stands about 6'4". He's wide. He'll make the play for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
And there's ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Yunel Escobar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly. Digging in, Mike Schmidt. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In now, Cal Ripken as he lifts it in the air to right field. Calhoun is there, 1 away.
All right, here's how the Halos line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Ben Revere. He's a nice defender. Now, he doesn't throw real well, but what he does to compensate for that, he charges the ball real nice. But he can still go back and make a catch if he needs to.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Pujols has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Coming to the plate now, Lance McCullers. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Matt Garza will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Matt Garza.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1. Back now in the desert Southwest, set for the top of the third from Chase Field in Phoenix. Matt Garza is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the 1-0. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Swing hard liner to left center, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Stepping in now, J.C. Ramirez. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Garza is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Here's Ben Revere. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And the pitch on 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 2-2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now a swing and a ground ball for Escobar at shortstop. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, fielder number 10.
Striding in once again, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Maben is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 22.
Ready for another chance? Andrew McCutchen. He singled his last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Here's Cameron Maben now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, number 9. Cameron.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Victor gives the sign, the 1-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in to try it again, Luis Valbuena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's in there for strike 1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there, close, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So striding forward now, Albert Pujols. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 strike to Pujols. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for him.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
To second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Alex Gordon. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. This is pulled into right. Calhoun is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in, Ian Kinsler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ian Kinsler.
On the ground up the middle. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Really a nice play up the middle, and here it is again. Showtrack tells us he had to range quite a long way to bring it in, and then showed off some great arm strength to beat the runner going down the line. Obvious why he's one of the best at the position out there. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrelton Simmons. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Simmons racing for second now. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Billy Wagner, a little 5'10" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Martin Maldonado is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Striding into the box, J.C. Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And they start him out away with a called strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Looped out toward third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
He is having a terrific game, pitching well enough to get back to the plate again, and this time he delivers with a base hit.
Here's Ben Revere as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time, and this will be fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Cameron Maybin now. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, and you knew he was going to waste a pitch right there, 0-2. But right now you can still make him chase out of the zone, and you got a chance to get out of this jam.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Cal Ripken. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now at the plate, Billy Wagner. First at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
Matt, I like the last two pitches, the changeup and then the fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Billy Wagner becomes out number 2 this inning. Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And this is swung on and grounded to Escobar at short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So coming to the plate, Cole Calhoun comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. And this will be fouled away.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Third baseman.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. He fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our booth. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Digging in and looking for more, Albert Pujols. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Wagner really bringing it now. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Ripken is there for it. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And the inning is over. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Right fielder, Justin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
He's set, and the pitch. Scorched to third. Valbuena fields it cleanly. On to Pujols, and it's a double play.
The left fielder, number 4.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And a ball, 1-0. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun to the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Throw over to Pujols at first will take care of him to end the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yunel Escobar. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. After it is Upton. He gets there, but he missed it. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
You love this situation right here, Matt. Runner on second, no outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over and the next guy drives him in.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Striding in once again, Martin Maldonado. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And that misses, ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you. Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is after it. 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. C.J. Cron will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, C.J. Cron.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. Houston Street gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Leading off for the Trojans,
Mike Schmidt is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Revere is under it. He makes the play, and the potential tying run tags from first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
the pitcher, Billy Wagner.
Curtis Granderson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Trojans on top 2-1. New pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ben Revere is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Cameron Maybin.
This is foul right side. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Started that swing a bit too early.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Well, no surprise, another single to lead off the inning here late in the game, but they haven't had a lot of runs. They've got a lot of hits today, but they haven't been able to put things together. I guess I give a little credit to the pitching staff, not allowing consecutive hits to hurt them.
And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him.
Well, he hung that one, and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Fielder number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And to score, the runner from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. And now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back toward the mound. Escobar ranging to his right. And he's retired, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Sinker stayed high, but called for a strike.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Maybin into the pool area and gone. It's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ian Kinsler. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he clearly did not miss that one. He got everything behind it, drove it out of the ballpark. I think he was just looking for that pitch and didn't miss it.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, now he's 0-2 after that off-balance swing. And sitting on the on-deck circle, there's no way he was thinking about this will be my approach. Let me swing and fall down. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit.
I like that at bat. Found himself down 0-2, kept battling, put the ball in play, little grounder through the hole, and ends up with a base hit. Just fight through the at bat the whole way, and that's what he did right there.
David Hernandez enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Maben there to put it away for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Victor Martinez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brad Ziegler.
Charlie Blackmon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Charlie Blackmon.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The runner scores from second. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. All in all. Joaquin Soria comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in to try it again. Albert Pujols. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing and a little blooper to center. McCutchen is over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in once again, Yunel Escobar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. McCutchen on the move, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over. 7-1 the final today. J.C. Ramirez is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest.
Deep to right, that one's gone. 13th of the year for Duda. Mets
Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Mallex Smith the next to hit. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. He just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now another 2-2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Steven Souza will be next. Now here it comes. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Time now for a look at the Rays starting nine. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game? Hit on the ground out to short. Ripken is right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third.
So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Trojans, right fielder Justin Upton.
Line to the right side. Souza is there, one away.
Batting second.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Paul Goldschmidt.
This one's down to third. Longoria's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he is in there.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Longoria onto the grass, and that ends the inning. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Evan Longoria.
And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team, brought to you by Majestic.
Batting fifth.
And I'm looking down there at second base at Ian Kinsler. You know, this guy's defense gets overlooked. I love how he turns the pivot, but he's also got great range to his left. Makes all those tough plays throwing on the run to first base. He's dynamite.
And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, shortstop.
Standing in, Tim Beckham. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
That's back-to-back breaking ball.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
Leading
no
off for
score.
Los Angeles, second baseman.
First pitch
Ian
coming. Here it is.
Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the 0-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Ready with another 0-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. On the run is Smith. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Souza is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Well, let's take a look at the Rays defense, brought to you by Majestic. And behind the plate is Derek Norris. This guy frames the ball pretty good, and the one thing he does, he gets up close to the plate. Now, that's why he gets hit on a lot of backswings, but because of his ability to be up close, allows him to frame it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So no runs on one base. So much baseball history here at Fenway Park, in and around the stadium, as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Martinez has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
The catcher Derek Norris is in.
Norris.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The pitch. Just missing here. 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Jake Odorizzi comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled straight back. From the stretch. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance. Malik Smith, 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is skied into short left center. Gordon is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Victor Martinez will start things. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Morrison is in his tracks now. One gone.
Batting ninth. Pitcher. Oh.
At the plate, Oral Hershiser. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Matt Garza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, a 1-2. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Upton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Riding in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
0-2. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on.
Now pitching.
Matt Garza answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Off with the Rays.
Steven Souza is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 10, Corey Dickerson.
Striding in, Corey Dickerson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, 0-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Hit hard back up the middle, and the Rays are in the hit column.
That's a nice controlled 2-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
Evan Longoria.
Into the box, Evan Longoria. Grounder down the line at third. And he misses with it. 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
High in the air out to center field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Little tapper down the first baseline. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. And he shoots this back into center field for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Tim Beckham, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Andrew McCutchen.
Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. McCutchen is retired, and there's one away. Digging in to try it again, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a liner, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If you hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Smith going back, and it's gone into the monster seats.
Well, you can get some cheap home runs in Fenway down the right field line, but when you hit it deep over the monster in left center, there's nothing cheap about that. He earned that trip around the bases and should enjoy it.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled back. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Odorizzi gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Now another 0-2. Slow roller back to the mound. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home. So coming to the plate, number 29 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So stepping in, Jake Odorizzi. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to. Hey, a great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now batting. Center
Ready
fielder.
once again, Malik Smith. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. In the dirt here. Full count. Here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's one of those unusual plays right there. Great hustle by the runner going to second base. He just picked up a teammate a base hit. They couldn't get the throw to second base in time. Therefore, he gets a hit.
Steven Souza stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. And I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses. This is a big spot, Matt. You know, I like how he's pitching, though. Get him 0-2, you waste 1, and now you got to expand his own skill and see if he'll stay aggressive and chase a pitch.
And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling with him.
Corey Dickerson is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Rays will settle for just the 1. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher, Victor Martinez.
This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Well, this is what you want from the guy hitting in front of the pitcher. You lead off the inning with the base hit. Now it sets up the inning. Do you bunt him over? Do you hit and run? Do you allow him to steal? A lot of things can happen now.
Standing in now, Matt Garza, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. One and one, here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches. You hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Justin Upton now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
The 0-2 pitch. Tapper right back to the mound. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Ready now. Now, Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Number 50 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tampa Bay, number 50.
Dribbled back toward the mound. He'll throw home with it, and they're able to get the force at home for a big out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Kinsler. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And tack on 1 more. Make it a 4-1 lead.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
In now, Mike Schmidt. A shot down the first baseline. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1.
That's a ball he worked on all day. I was out here early. He stayed with it and just shot it the other way. Beautiful execution of a game plan.
Into the box, Cal Ripken. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up the middle, and it paid off.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. It is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Well, clearly that changeup the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he was right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
And that swung on and fouled straight back.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Logan Morrison is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And now this is off the glove of the catcher Martinez, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll hurry back to second here, as he was wise to not push it that time. A runner at second, nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play. Digging in once again, Tim Beckham. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. In there for strike 1. A man at third with 1 away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again.
I know he'd like to see that pitch again. I know he's got 2 strikes. That's a ball he should have hit, though. It's right in his wheelhouse. He fouled it off. He's going to last another pitch. But, man, that's the one he wanted.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit down the third base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Digging in and looking for more. Number 29. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. A man on third with 2 down. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now. 3-1. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Los Angeles leads it 7-1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Matt Garza is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Here's Justin Upton now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall down there near Pesky's pole. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
This is line to left. Dickerson is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Center fielder number 22.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. A run will score in the inning on this RB. The catcher Derek Norris is in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Derek Norris.
And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Victor gives the sign. The 1-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Trevor Plouffe.
In there, strike 1. Garza coming up on the 75 pitch mark to this point. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. On to Lansdowne and gone.
The batter,
Brad Ziegler comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Malik Smith the next to hit as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And no one will get this one. To first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another chance? Steven Souza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits with 1. Denny Farquhar gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Danny Farquhar.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Drilled right back up the middle. And this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Well, how about that for a 4-hit game? He homered earlier. Now he picks up his 4th hit of the game. Wow, he's having a tremendous game.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. First offering on its way. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
0-1, here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Kinsler is on his way home. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground toward short. To his right, Beckham. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The catcher, number 41.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Softly hit out to short, and that'll be the second out.
The pitcher, number 31.
Charlie Blackmon will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
All right, fielder number 10.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Justin Upton. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Smith going back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt as they just continue to pour it on here.
In the job description of reliever, there's no need of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
The center fielder, number 22, Andrew
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Los Angeles is on top 13-3. Billy Wagner comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Number 3.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking for the strike. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 7, Logan Morrison.
Ready once again, Logan Morrison. He was a ground out victim last time up. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Digging in to try it again, Tim Beckham. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And he fires in a strike. Ready with the 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Kinsler ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Number 29 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Gordon. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Gordon.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Smith is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He's been scorching hot at the plate in this one. 4 hits, including a big fly thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Looped out toward third. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. Showtrack is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 8 full. The Trojans are out on top 13-3. At the plate, Derek Norris starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the ninth. Peter Bourjos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Peter Bourjos.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Mallex Smith. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is a strike three called. And a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over. 13-3 the final score. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon.